Welcome back. So in this video, we're gonna focus on finishing our about page. So let's jump in and do that. In the previous video, I have finished this screen. So now we are ready to skip it and move to the second screen, which will be the about screen. So the first thing to do whenever you want to build any activity or any screen, always prepare all the needed assets before you get into coding. In our case, the only things that we need is the header background image and the user image right here. So what I will do, I will jump to pixels very quick, and if you search for mountain, you will get a really nice images for a lot of mountains. So I'm not gonna use the exact same one. I will choose anyone that I will feel it will look good on our on the application. So I guess this one or this one will looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and, for example, pick a lot of nice ones. I will use this one. Okay, go to download, and you could use the small one because we don't need a really big image. Okay, this one could do the job. So I will say download. That will go ahead and download that image for us. But we need another image, which will be the user image itself. Okay, the face, I mean. If you search for face, you will see a lot of images right here, and you could feel free to pick anyone that you want. Okay, for the sake of this video, I'm not sure if I'm gonna find the same image that I have used, which was okay, I lost it. I need an image that has a face inside. For example, this one could work, this one right here, or this one. Okay, don't use an image, for example, that has a whole body, because that will not looks good. Okay, a lot of nice, this one right here. I was looking for this one because I want to use the same image in my design. So I will go ahead and download the small one. So that should be it. Yeah, we have these two images. Okay, now what we want to do, we want to open our assets folder. Okay, and inside our about folder, we need to drag and drop these images. So I need to go to my downloads and this one. So I will try to drag this one to my about folder, and I will drag this one. Okay, so I'll minimize this one. Let's check, drag and drop it inside our about. Okay, oops. And of course I need to rename these ones. So I will call it header image, and the second one should be user image. Oops. So user image, like so. Both of them are .jpg files. Okay, that's pretty much it. We have it. So I don't need this one anymore. I will order my Windows. Okay, and what I will do, I will go close this one, and let's focus on the about right here. I will generate a React Native snippet like so. And first of all, what do we think that we need right here? By the way, we don't have any background, like the whole background, so we can start building it piece by piece. For example, we have the first part, which is the header that contain this image and this image. Let's go ahead and focus on adding that. So what I will do, I will go ahead and keep the view. Maybe I will need it, so I will leave it like so, and I will add another an image background component. Okay, so image background, why is that? Because we have a background image like so. It's not an actual image, it's a background. Okay, that's why we have, this is an image, but the one that has this mountain or something like that, it's a background. And what I will do, I will specify the source for the image to be something. Okay, and of course we need to import that thing up top. So I will call it header image, import it from our, of course, where is the assets folder, then the about, then I guess it was called header image.jpg, and we can specify it over here. So header image. Okay, of course we need to render our about page, so I will go to the app.js. disable my home page and enable my about page. Okay, and give it a save. Take a look. Of course we don't see anything because this is expecting a width and a height. Okay, so let's go ahead and specify that. I will say style equals styles dot header image. Okay, and we will change this name in a second. I will tell you why. So if I go ahead and specify the header image equal to height, I will give it a height to be, and by the way, this is the height, I guess it is like 35% of the screen. So we could say like 35%. Give it a save. If we take a look, we can see this image right here. Since we have specified to be 35, but this is clearly not 35 at all. The problem is that right here, the image background component, give like how it works like this. When we have it right here, first of all, it will render a view, then inside that view we are gonna render an image. Make sense? So we have two wrappers, okay, in this image background. First of all, it will render a view, then it will render an image. And to prove that, it gives us now here the ability to give, however, the problem right here is that this height has been applied on the view but not on the image. Okay, so when we say height 35%, that will be for the view itself, but the image actually has no style, so we need to go ahead and style it. So it gives us the ability to specify a style for the image. So if we type image style, this is the props that the image background receive, and it will be applied on the image directly. So I will say it equal to styles dot, here we need to change some of the names. So I will say header image wrapper. Okay, header image wrapper, and here it should be styles dot header image. Okay, like so. And I will create it over here. I will say header image, and I will say the height of it to be 100% of this 35%. Give it a save. Take a look. Now we have much more like space, but this is not even like the 35. Okay, this is not even the 35 that you are looking for. Okay, so what we want, by the way, if you set it, for example, to be 100, oops, if you set to be, now it's covering the entire screen. So why, if for example make it 5, feel free to play around with these values. Okay, but again, why, when we have set it to be, let's say 35%, it only has this this amount. Like clearly 35 is more than this. Why we are only seeing this part? Well, let's go ahead and investigate. So here inside my view, I will say style equal to styles dot let's say parent. Okay, and here I will give the parent background color to be, let's say for example, red. Give it a save. Take a look. We can see this is the actual problem. The actual problem is that the height of the view is not 100%. So when we say height here 30%, it will take 30% of its parent, and since its parent is not full screen, so that's why we got only this space. A very easy solution. I will say height to be 100%. Give it a save. Take a look. Now it's much nicer. So I will remove the background color red, and by the way, don't think that this way it will like it will make you don't need this part right here. This is really important. If you disable it, save it, take a look. Now our image is smaller. So you need all of these 3 steps in order for you to get something like that. Okay, so always try to investigate why things not working before you Google things, before you go ahead and think about a solution. Okay, And now in this video we have learned more about the image background and how it works, and we have discussed that it will create two layers. The first one is the view, second one is an image, and the style that we applied right here will be applied on the view but not on the image itself. And we have learned also the image style attribute will works to style the image directly. Make sense? Again, for the last time, I'm going to explain that the parent right here has a height of 100%. The image background has a height of 35, which is the only part, this part right here. And the image inside this wrapper has 100 of this 35. Make sense? So in this video, you have placed only this image. I know maybe it took a little bit of time, but you have just to get used to that. So hopefully that makes sense. In the next video, I'm gonna start adding more and more content to this page. So I will see you in that one.